Hello and welcome back to the channel. Really glad to have you here. In this video we're going to talk about the amazing benefits of the St. John's Wort herb, including what it's used for, the recipes that I would suggest you to use St. John's Wort, and a couple of precautions regarding this wonderful herb that's known for its many healing benefits, but still you got to be careful because herbs are very potent and they also contain similar compounds to chemical medicines as well, and you need to be careful around using them. You need to make sure that you take the safe precautions necessary and use them with caution. So then again, this video is for informational purposes only. Please make sure if you suffer from any ailment, from any sort of pain, to consult your medical practitioner first before making a decision on using any of the things that we advise in this video. Usually we just give out these information to help you make the best decision that you can for your health and for your wellness. So St. John's Wort is a great herb that's actually been traditionally used in the Crusades in order to help treat wounds. It's also been believed to help dispel evil spirits back then. So nowadays when it comes to smudging and using specific herbs to get rid of negative energy and stuff, you would normally find St. John's Wort dried as one of the smudge sticks, or as part of the smudge sticks mixed with other herbs such as sage, such as rosemary, in order to help to clear out that negative energy from that. So this herb is also associated with problems with jaundice and hysteria as well. It's been historically used for that, and it's also used to treat injuries and inflammations in general. And what this herb is, it's a great astringent analgesic herb that is anti-inflammatory. It's also sedative as well, and it's such a wonderful restorative herb for the nervous system. So anything to do with tension, nervous tension, anxiety, stress, this herb is great for that. So in the book titled Remedy of the Physicians of Moondafai in Wales in the 13th century, it says about St. John's Wort for chilblains, boil the roots of the tulsin and pour upon curds, pound with old lard and apply as a plaster. This is what it says about St. John's Wort. But now through all the research and all the clinical trials and information that we know about St. John's Wort, we know it's so much more than that, and it can actually be taken internally. You got to be really careful when it comes to the dosages, and the best way to take it internally is as an infusion and as a tincture as well. So it can help to lighten up the mood and lift the spirits. You got to be careful with it because there needs to be a point of a break between using it and returning your body back into balance to allow it to not be addicted completely to St. John's Wort in order to help it relax. So it acts as a restorative nerve tonic, and it's really ideal for cases of anxiety, irritability. Also, if you are suffering that, specifically when it comes during the menopause state for a woman, the anxiety and the irritability is so much more elevated that sometimes it's okay to use herbs that help in soothing that, such as St. John's Wort. And they're also great for chronic and long-term conditions where there is also an excess of nerve exhaustion. The nerves become exhausted, there's so much stress to deal with. It's really important because what it does is it provides relief for nerve pains and also for joint pain as well. And if you are lucky to have St. John's Wort growing around you, you're making sure that it's organic or away from pollution as much as possible, you've correctly identified it, then it is best to harvest that wonderful herb during the summertime. And of course you can use the flowers, you can use all the parts of the herb, including the stems and the leaves and the flowers, in your remedies that way. Now the flowers have their own compounds attached to them because what happens is usually they're made and mixed with oil, and it's a wonderful oil that turns into red. As soon as the flowers are mixed with that oil, you will find that the oil turns to the color red. Don't be alarmed because the flowers are very delicate and they're used to prepare the specific St. John's oil, which is known as the blood red infusion infused oil, and this is simply made by mixing the flowers in a cold pressed oil such as walnuts or olive oil, for example. Now what we use this oil for is topically for burns, inflammations, also for muscle pain as well, connective tissue pain. And if you are wanting to harvest the flowers, the best time to harvest the flowers is in early and mid-summer as well. Specifically when it comes to that really hot summer days, the best time to harvest the flowers is then. So there's different uses to it. We even have the St. John's Wort cream, which is amazing for so many different things. The best way to use St. John's Wort is of course as a infusion, and we're talking about the stem and the leaves here. So the stem and the leaves can be used as tea, and this is specifically when it comes to fighting off anxiety, nervous tension, irritability, also feeling emotionally unstable or emotionally exhausted as well. It's also great for PMS and during the menopause as well, if you need that extra kick and that extra lift in terms of emotional and mental relaxation as well. You can also take St. John's Wort tincture, and you would need to take it for at least 2 months in order to help with the nervous tension, in order to reduce exhaustion as well. For bedwetting, there are specific tinctures that can be given to that. Of course, in regards to using it with children, I would highly recommend you consult a holistic medical practitioner for the exact dosages in regards to using it with children for bedwetting. You can also use it as a wash for the specific skin sores, bruises and wounds. It can be used that way, and that's simply by making a St. John's Wort tea and using it in the bath water as well. You can make a cream from the flowers, which is amazing, and it actually is absolutely amazing when it comes to serving as a remedy for nerve pain, for cramps, to help to relieve just simple joint pain as well associated with that. Sorry about that. So apart from that, you can also use it as a general antiseptic, which is great, and you can use it for sores and ulcers as well. And the way to make the cream, if you don't find it selling locally near you, is to simply make yourself some infused oil, St. John's infused oil from the flowers. Wait until the infused oil period has finished, which is usually between 4 to 6 weeks. Strain it, add in some either shea butter or cocoa butter, and then add some beeswax to that over a low flame or on a double boiler, and then you will insert it into the specific jar that you want the cream to be stored in, and you've got cream there ready to go. So if you're interested in us making that, please comment in the comment section below this video, so I know that there are people that are interested in seeing that get done, a step-by-step process. And another way you could also do is to, and then again I apologize about the background noise, you could also make an infused oil from the flowers, which we've talked about, and you can use it for everything relating to joint pain and for inflammation as well, topically. So this herb has a few precautious signs. First of all, please make sure that you take it for at least 2 months in order to see improvements in stress levels and in emotional stability as well. Also, make sure that you be careful around using it internally, because it does there has been cases where it has caused dermatitis after people have taken it internally, then expose their skin to the sun. So contact dermatitis can typically be caused by the plant if you take it internally, so please be careful. If you do take it internally, such as in infusion or tincture form, you do not get out straight into the sun. So we've come towards the end of our video. Thank you so much for watching. We really appreciate it. If you like content like this, then subscribe to the channel, click on the bell icon, and we'll see you in the next video. Take care, have a great day.